Virginia est la directrice générale de Women's Empowerment Link, une ONG engagée dans l'avancement des droits sociaux, économiques et civiques des femmes à Nairobi au Kenya et qui travaille en partenariat avec Equitas. Mais la voie pour en arriver là n'a pas toujours été facile. Voici son histoire.
I grew up in a just pretty normal, laid-back neighborhood. I was growing up the first-born girl, and that comes with quite some responsibilities from where I come from. You're in charge of quite a number of things at home, as far as, the household chores, but also just being responsible. But it is when I was still a young teenager, while just completing my high school, that I found myself pregnant. So I was there, teen mom. I was really, really struck. I didn't experience what you call sex education. It was more of you had really, really take care that you don't fall pregnant. So when I found myself, expectant, I was, scared. How do I break this news to my parents? I was requested not to attend church, given that I would influence other young girls. Everybody was trying to protect their own teenage daughters.
Quand elle a annoncé la nouvelle à sa mère, elle se demanda si elle allait être reniée ou si elle allait être rejetée de la maison. À son étonnement, sa mère fut compréhensive et lui offrit de prendre soin du nouveau-né pour que Virginia puisse continuer ses études. Elle comprit qu'elle avait une chance unique, que les autres filles enceintes de son âge n'avaient pas. Elle pouvait poursuivre ses études pendant que sa mère restait avec le bébé. Ceci marqua un déclic dans sa pensée. Elle pouvait maintenant saisir le pouvoir de l'éducation comme étant la clé de la réussite pour les femmes.
Other girls that did not get that opportunity, and other young women that did not get that opportunity, they were stuck at home trying to fend for their children, and they did not get the support. So that was one area that really made me look at education very differently, because I was able to, still in my state as a young mom, access spaces that others were not able to access.
Quelques années plus tard, alors qu'elle était à l'université et toujours aux prises avec les difficultés de son rôle de jeune mère, son père perdit la vie.
His relatives decided that my mom was not worthy enough to continue being part of the family, and she was kicked out. Now, that was a roller coaster because she was a housewife, was not in any gainful employment, and this meant that we just hit rock bottom without any alternatives, spaces to stay. We went back to my maternal grandmother who housed us, and we had to start from scratch. And we did not have time to mourn the loss of my dad, because then we were struggling with how do we start afresh. We were trying to navigate this new reality. We got someone to come to our place, and she talked to my mom about an organization in Kenya, Federation for Women Lawyers. We were not able to get justice, but we were able to get introduced to a fantastic group of individuals who had started coming together, realizing that the issue of land injustice, issues of inheritance were a significant issue. Now, it is at this point when I started realizing that there is actually a career around issues of human rights.
Une étincelle s'alluma alors à l'intérieur de Virginia. Elle voulait plus que tout se joindre à la lutte et faire sa part, en aidant les femmes et les filles à défendre leurs droits à un avenir meilleur et en leur offrant les mêmes opportunités dont elles-mêmes avaient bénéficié.
During this time, an opportunity was advertised at Women's Empowerment Link, and I jumped in 2 legs. And during the journey, grew through the ranks, and an opportunity emerged where there was a leadership gap, and they identified me, and I thought, I don't think I have the skills, I don't think I have the leadership. When this opportunity came, I hesitantly took it up, but I knew that it would also give me an opportunity to really passionately pursue issues that I had grappled with, that I had lived with, that I had experienced alongside others. And so, given my background, I had leadership gaps and confidence gaps from the experience of being a teenage mom. There are confidences that I hadn't built, the capabilities that I hadn't built within. And here I was going to take up an opportunity that would put me at the forefront, standing up for issues. So I have found myself all the time triangulating from self to community to the bigger strategy and to the bigger picture of what do women and girls want. They're coming with their own lived experiences. They're coming also with a background where their confidences have not been built. They've not had the opportunity to be heard, and their voices have been muffled. During this journey, we have had other partners coming along to work with us. And one partner that has really stood with us and that has really worked with us alongside that journey is Equitas. So Equitas came on board to work with Women's Empowerment Link, specifically to strengthen our skills in human rights-based approaches, and specifically on advancing gender equality using human rights education. And this journey has been fantastic because it has been a journey where we don't go to the communities assuming that we know what the communities want, assuming that we know what women want. I have found this programming to be very powerful because we go to the communities and we talk to the women. And using the human rights education, we mobilize the women and we have a dialogue on what are the human rights issues that you're facing. What are the gender equality issues that are so pressing you at this moment, and how can we work together? We've seen women now taking up leadership positions. Some have become chiefs. We've seen them becoming community elders. We have also seen them coming together using the human rights education that we have been working together on and challenging the policies, challenging some of the structures, and they have been able to craft their own policy guidelines, and they've been able to negotiate with duty bearers. And so it has been a very transformative journey, and it keeps me smiling because I see that these are milestones, these are things that I would dream of when I look back, when I think about our own experiences with injustice. For young girls that find themselves in a situation like mine, do not bury yourself in grief. If you find yourself pregnant, there is a community of other organizations that are able to work with you. There is a chance for you to be able to navigate life in spite of the situation that you find yourself in. There is hope.